Is this thing on? Never take your heels off until you're at the destination in which you put your heels on.
Ooh, I put it right there, made it easy for you to get to. Now you wanna act like you don't know what to do. After I done done everything that you asked me, tried to find you like you tried to.
Hey everyone, it's Ashley, and today I have a super special video for you guys. I've seen your request. If you watch my vlogs, you know that I wear heels so often, whether I'm going to the grocery store, running errands, no matter what the occasion is. 9 times out of 10, I'm usually wearing heels, and I see you guys' questions. How do you wear heels? How do you walk in heels? And how do you wear them all day without any discomfort? So I am going to do a 2-in-1 video for you guys. So I'm going to show you some shoes that I got from Shoe Dazzle, and I'm going to show you little tips and tricks that I use to make heel wearing comfortable and extend the time in which I'm able to wear heels. So before I do that, I want to give a special thanks to Shoe Dazzle for partnering with me on this video. And let me tell you a little bit more information about Shoe Dazzle, and then we'll reconvene and we will get into these shoe boxes.
This video is sponsored by Shoe Dazzle. If you are unfamiliar, Shoe Dazzle has a VIP membership that works just like a monthly subscription. They tailor and customize it based on your style quiz responses, and they create a showroom that is fit perfectly for your personal style. Now, you have the option to shop or skip every month, and if you decide not to shop for whatever reason that particular month, you can redeem your credit on your next Shoe Dazzle purchase. And the great thing about Shoe Dazzle is your credit never expires. Now, Shoe Dazzle, specifically because it's summertime, has so many different options: a summer shop, a sandal shop, and it's more than just shoes. They have clothing, they have bags, accessories, they have everything. I'm certain you're going to find something that you love on the Shoe Dazzle website. And my friends over at Shoe Dazzle were so kind to offer 50% off. So visit my link, shoedazzle.com/AshleyD, or click the link in the description box for 50% off site-wide.
Okay, so now that we know all that there is to know, let's hop right in. Let's see. So I want to start from the bottom. Yeah, we're going to start from the bottom. There's something I want to note. I do not have flat feet. I have a foot with more of a natural curve in it. There are some people whose feet are just completely just like flat. Wearing heels is a little bit more uncomfortable when you have flat feet, but that doesn't mean that you can't wear heels. You absolutely can. I just highly recommend that you wear it with foot cushions, and of course have the slip resistant cushion on the bottom of your shoe as well. These shoes are really cute, but they're also really comfortable because the heel is chunky. Now, let's get into the important part. Let's get into walking. So I'm going to start from here. Hopefully you guys can still see me. So when it comes to walking in heels, we all know how to walk. How do we walk, ladies? We walk from heel to toe, from heel to toe. Start off slow. Now, I have 2 different walks when I'm in heels. I'm gonna do it slow and towards you so that you can see what it looks like oncoming, when I'm oncoming traffic. So my first walk is 1 foot, next foot, left foot, right foot. This one is not that difficult, and I highly recommend practicing this one because it looks really good. It's the crossover walk. So cross, 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 cross. This is the first walk, which is just heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. But once you get practicing and you get more advanced, you can do the crossover. So when it comes to walking in heels, you don't want to step like this. That is a no-no. Walking in heels is easier if you extend your legs out. So you're going to, maybe want to stretch before you wear some heels. But when I walk, I don't take like my normal kind of like short girl steps. No offense, I'm not trying to be like heightist. I'm just letting you know. Sometimes when you're short, you kind of just walk. But when you're in heels, you can do a little bit more of this. Extend, extend, heel toe, extend, heel toe. So what did we learn? We learned about the 2 different walks. We learned the basic heel toe, and we learned to extend. So this is for the very beginner-friendly, chunky heel. I know you have heels of your own. Put them on, please. Thank you. Okay, so when it comes to standing in heels, this is obviously a lot easier. The chunky heel are the easiest to stand in because you just stand. You just stand. You can stand like this, you can stand like this, you can stand like this. You can stand like this. You can stand with your legs crossed. This is going to alleviate some of the pressure. So whatever leg is in front is the leg that you're going to get a break with. So if you wanted to give yourself a break, just stand with your legs crossed for a little bit and then cross them on the other side. That's going to give your legs a really nice break. Between the slip-resistant bottoms and the foot cushion in the soles of your shoe, where the ball of your feet is, which is right here, you should be good to go when it comes to standing and walking in heels for long periods of time. But just know that your posture has to be A1. You can't slump. Also wouldn't recommend overextending yourself because then you kind of look like this. And if your heel isn't chunky, you might lose your balance and just fall completely backwards. So what you want to do is belly button to your spine. That's something I learned in Pilates. Belly button to your spine, girl. So your spine is here, your belly button is here. Stand up straight. Stand up straight, stand up tall, tall, tall. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, okay? They don't have to be back, because I don't walk like this. But just make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Sometimes our shoulders are really tense and stiff. For what, girl? If you're watching this right now, relax your shoulders. There we go. Just relax your shoulders. And then just stand. You can put your hand in your pocket. You can put your hand in your back pocket. If you don't have pockets, you can just put your hands at your side. And then again, if you decide to rest on one leg, remember, you're giving the leg that you aren't putting any pressure on a break. So if you need a break, rest. If you really need a break, sit down somewhere. But the cardinal rule, let me get a little closer. I don't know if you guys can hear me. The number 1 rule, number 1 through 3, is this thing on? Never take your heels off until you're at the destination in which you put your heels on. Never take your heels off in public unless you are at the place that you put them on in the first place, or if you have sandals or slides or flats. So these are the first pair of heels, the beginner chunky heel. Highly recommend, and they go with this outfit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we have heel number 2. Like I said, we're getting up there in intensity. Every shoe is a different level of intensity. This is what I would consider intermediate. If you can master a chunky heel, like the one that was shown first, I believe you won't have a problem with the second one. Now, this is more of a stiletto because the heel is a lot skinnier and a little bit higher. But you'll be okay, trust me, because you have some ankle support. But with ankle support, you have to understand that these shoes are flat, flat, flat. With these heels being flat, you have to understand foot cushions are your best friend. I would highly recommend as well putting the slip resistant bottoms on these shoes because you could slip and slide everywhere if you're not very careful with what you put on the bottom of these shoes. So it's the same concept when it comes to walking in single sole heels. You want to stick to heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. With these shoes though, I recommend shortening your steps just a little bit. So still extend your legs out like you saw me do. So you saw me extend my leg, heel, extend my leg, heel, toe, extend my leg, heel, toe. But the thing is, a lot of your control is going to come from this area right here, this area right here, because you're not strapped and buckled in like you were with the chunky heels. You do have a little bit of ankle support, but not nearly as much. when it comes to these shoes. Are they beautiful? Yes. But does it take control? Also, yes. But you have the power. The power's in your feet, and you have it. We all do. So, again, keep it simple, but shorten those steps a little bit. Extend the legs, but heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Don't go too far out like this. Don't do that. And then you can also do the crossover walk with this one, but keep in mind the very basics of heel toe, heel. Okay, so here is our third pair of shoes. We were just talking about ankle support with the last pair, and these are the type of single soles where you are going to get that ankle support. Now, additionally, you're gonna get some strings. Now, I know it can be a little confusing when you have strings on your shoes, but a little hack to strings on your shoes is to always tie the strings in the back. So lace them in the back. Tie them in a bow, tie them in a knot, or whatever you do, make sure it's always back here. So, these are single soles. These are more stiletto style heels. So this is going to be a skinnier heel and it's going to be a little taller. But again, you can still walk in this. You're just gonna have to stick to the basics. Remember, heel toe, number one. And then we have our two walks. The right foot, left foot, or left foot, right foot. And then you have the crossover walk. And then again, with the stiletto heels, you want to shorten your strides just a little bit. Still continue to extend your legs out, but make those strides a little bit shorter so that you aren't overextending yourself, because you want to keep your ankles intact. Just for reference, the left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Remember, the left, right is still heel to toe. When it comes to walking in heels, the basic movement is heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. But when it comes to heels, especially high heels, try not to focus so much on heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. Because if you do that, you might start wobbling, you might lose your balance. The trick to heels is if you're in motion, kinetic energy, you gotta stay in motion. Once you start, try not to start and go slow and start and stop. Make sure your posture is right. Belly button to your spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Just do it. You gotta just do it. If you want to do the crossover walk, that's fine too. Crossover. Now, when it comes to walking in heels, another note to add is to be very observant. Look at your surroundings. What is on the ground? Make sure that you don't slip and fall. What is up ahead? What is on the side of you? Because you don't want something to sweep you off of your feet or knock you off of your feet that you weren't expecting. So you have to be very observant of the world around you. So when you're walking in heels, avoid walking like this. Your shoulders are relaxed, your belly button is to your spine, and you are cutting those eyes, and you are walking. Okay, we're moving on up. This is no longer intermediate. I would say this is difficult. If we were at Wingstop, I would say that this is very hot. So, these are really, really, really uncomfortable shoes without foot cushions and without a slip resistant bottom. These are the shoes that I would wear on a night out. You guys know me well enough to know I wear something like this to the grocery store, to run errands, to the mall. You know, if I felt so inclined, if it went with my outfit, I would wear it to lunch, to dinner, to brunch. I would. However, if you are somebody who's just getting started and you see these heels, because first of all, they're extremely affordable because they're Shoe Dazzle. Hello, VIP membership, sign up. I'm only here to help you. I'm only here to help you. So, they are super affordable. They are a designer dupe. And trust me, the designer heel is gonna be like, way more uncomfortable because designers do not care about your feet. The more affordable shoes are going to be a little bit more on the comfortable side. The good news about these particular shoes is you get foot support and ankle support and toe support. And you might look at these 3 little lines of mine and think that they're not going to let me shine, but they are. They are actually going to provide you with support. You have this little bungee cord right here. This is your friend. Look, I can even take my hand off of the wall and I can still balance. C, the key to heels is all about, well, it's not all about, but it is about your core strength. So I can do wall sits in my heels. And notice I don't have any slip resistant guards on the bottoms of these heels. Some heels do come with the little ridges on the bottom so that you don't slip. I say add slip resistant guards just in case. But see, look, wall sits. R-A-I-D-E-R-S. I feel like I'm in high school again.
This is your final test, grasshopper.
We had to take it here, right here. This is where we lay it all on the line. This is your final exam. I want you to give me all that you've got. Now, what did we say? Make sure that you lace your shoes up, tie them and secure them behind your leg. It just looks more flattering that way. And then the way that the string falls, you usually can't see it from the front. So you can kind of see mine peeking through, but you can just kind of twist it so that you can't. That way, it looks like an illusion when you are looking at yourself from the front, or when people are seeing you from the front. So make sure that you are tying your lace behind your leg at the back. We are going to do our signature walks, starting with the side by side. The left foot, right foot. I'm gonna call it the left foot, right foot. So left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Okay, and this leaves us with our crossover walk, which is still the same fundamental concept of heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Consistent pace when we're walking, but we're just going to extend our legs and cross them over as we go. Don't forget to sign up for Shoe Dazzle. Become a VIP member because I want to see the shoes that you're wearing. Make sure you tag me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Ashley Devonna. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I absolutely adore you all. And until next time, stay beautiful. I love you. Bye.